So I thought I'd kill two birds with one stone and show quickly two lightsabers that I'm trying to sell. These are both master replicas in the case of the Luke, and a Hasbro FX in case of the Dooku. Both have been converted from the original master replicas to a Luxion 3-watt green in this case, and in the case of the Dooku it's a Sol P4 red. This has been converted to a version 2, so you've got the weathering and a groove in the emitter here. This has been turned down on my lathe, and it's been weathered and worn to look like a version 2. This is not actually a Graflex clamp. This is I've machined some grooves in here in order to make this appear like a Graflex clamp, and of course I've used this switch box, which is from an Obi-Wan, and a replica lever, so it looks more like the Luke version 2. It's got a smaller D-ring, and of course the knurled cone knob, which is screwed on there, so that's not coming off anytime soon. And it works just like a normal master replica's conversion. Comes on, turns off with the activation plate. The sale does not include a blade. In this case, this is a just standard 1-inch blade that you can get almost anywhere, Ultra Sabers or the Custom Saber Shop. As you can tell, this saber is really bright, really loud. Works great. As with all of these sabers, they retain their normal battery compartment, which is easy to remove and replace. In this case, you've got 6 AA batteries, so that gives this saber good volume, good brightness, good run time. In the case of the Dooku, which is a newer one and a lot more complicated, this has just been converted by me. What I'm going to do is I'm going to reattach these grips. These are just temporarily adhered on there. I wanted to make sure I got all the lines nice and clean. This one's going to be a little cleaner when I readhere the grips. I wanted it to look really nice and really clean when I was finished. I will probably replace this window here with a silver set screw, or replace the black set screw with a silver one. Presently, right now, I was just experimenting to see what it would look like when it's turned on. It's got a bit of a, as you can see, a red backlit hole in there. I could keep that, or I could swap that out. Sound font is different. It's a little quieter than the Luke is, but this retains the same battery package and the same deal as the original. You can of course put a blade in there. It's Sol P4 red, is a really nice bright vivid red. On camera it always looks orange, but you can trust me, this one is a really nice Dooku looking red, and retains all the swings and clashes of the original. The switch is a little harder to work on this one. You really need to kind of, give it some good force, but it's a pretty new saber, so I'm sure that will kind of break in as it gets a little older. In the case of both of these, the blade can be secured in with a set screw that is accessed with just a standard Allen wrench that you can work in there, and that will tighten and lock the blade in or loosen it. And in the case of the Luke, the set screw is right here for the blade. So I look for about $300 each from each of these sabers. Put a lot of work into them, getting them just right. If you have any questions, email me. These will be up for sale until they go. Cheers.